Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have discussed about the simple present and present continuous tense. Today, we will start with the chapter 7 of English language, that is simple past and present perfect tense. So here, today we will learn about the rules of simple past and present perfect tense, that how we form this sentence, where we put the verb, where we put the subject, and how the verb is used. As in the previous chapter 5, we have discussed with the agreement of the subject with the verb. Means the verb has to be there in the sentence in accordance with the subject. So what kind of verb will we use in the simple past and what kind of verb will be used in the present perfect tense? So first we will start with the simple past tense. Again, here the sentences will be in any tense, the affirmative, negative, and interrogative. So, first we will start with the affirmative sentence. So, if we talk about the affirmative sentence of simple past, the structure of the sentence would be subject plus second form of verb and object. For example, Ria ate fruits. So here Ria is the subject, second form of verb is ate. This is the second form of eat. Eat is the base verb and ate is the second form of the verb, and the object is fruit. So it is very simple, subject plus second form of verb plus object. Most of the times you find that whenever we add ed with the base verb, that makes the second form of the verb. But sometimes we change the vowel and consonant also. Like here, if you see eat and ate, the place of the vowel and consonants is changed, and then we got the second form of the verb eat. So these where we put just ed, for example, walk. And if we talk about the second form of walk, it will be walked. So these are known as regular verbs, and this one is known as irregular verb, where we do not add the ed but we change the place of the consonant or vowels or the consonant or vowels, then we call it irregular verb. So this will be the structure of the simple sentence or affirmative sentence. Next, we will talk about the negative sentence of the simple past. Now, how would be the structure of the negative sentence? We will start with the subject. Now, here comes the helping verb did. In the affirmative sentence, we have not used any simple verb for the simple past tense. But in the negative sentence, we will use the helping verb did plus not, which makes it a negative sentence, plus first form of verb. Why we will use first form of verb? Because here we are using the helping verb did, which is already representing that it is a past tense. So we are using the first form of the verb plus object. Sentence, let's take the same example again. So here the sentence will be Ria did not eat. Why eat? because we are using the first form of the verb. So here we will put eat. Ria did not eat fruits. This is the subject. Did as the helping verb, not to make the sentence negative. Eat is the first form of verb and fruits is the object. So this is the way we will form the negative sentence in the simple past tense. Now we will move towards the third category, that is interrogative sentences. Again, as we have discussed in the previous class, in the interrogative sentences, there would be two kinds of sentences. The one which starts with the question word and the one which starts with the helping verb. So first, we will discuss about the interrogative sentence that will start with the question word. So, here first comes the question word plus did plus subject plus first form of verb plus object. This would be the structure of the sentence of interrogative sentence in the simple past when the sentence is starting with the question word. So, if we will take the same example again, suppose the question word here I am taking why. Then did, subject is Ria, first form of verb is eat, and the object is fruits. And the question mark. Always remember, it is very much necessary to put the question mark at the end of the interrogative sentences because this symbol denotes that this is an interrogative sentence. Otherwise, we will put the full stop. So, why is the question word, did is the helping verb, subject is Ria, first form of verb is eat, and the object is fruits. And then we have put the question mark. So this is the first kind of interrogative sentence which is starting with the question word. Now the second kind of word interrogative sentence will be the one which will be starting with the helping verb. And when we are talking about the simple past tense only, in the simple past tense, the helping verb that we are using is did. So, here we will always put did, then subject, then first form of verb, and then object. So in this way, if we will take the same example again, the sentence will be did Ria eat fruits? And the question mark, because this is also an interrogative sentence. So here we put the helping verb, but we are talking about the simple past tense, and in simple past tense we use the did as the helping verb. So here always we will put did, then the subject is Ria, then the verb first form is eat, and the the object is fruit. And as I told you in the previous class, if you translate it in Hindi, and if in Hindi the sentence is starting with the question word, then in English it will start with the helping verb. And if in Hindi it is not starting with the question word, then in English it will start with the question word. So this is the way you can identify how the sentence is to be formed, or whether you will start the sentence with question word or with the helping verb. So these are all the rules for the affirmative, negative and interrogative sentences of the simple past tense.